In the poignant new documentary Stiller Anne Meara, Nothing is Lost, Ben Stiller embarks on a deeply personal excavation of his family's comedic dynasty, unearthing not just the laughter that defined his parents Jerry Stiller and Anne Meara but the quieter, more complicated undercurrents of love, absence, and reconciliation that shaped their lives, and now his own. Premiering at the New York Film Festival on October 5, 2025, the film serves as both a loving tribute to the late couple, who passed away in 2020 and 2015 respectively, and a raw mirror reflecting Stiller's evolving role as a father to his two children, Ella, 23, and Quin, 20, with ex-wife Christine Taylor. What emerges is a narrative far richer than archival footage of classic routines or behind-the-scenes anecdotes from Seinfeld and Mad About You. It's a candid reckoning with the trade-offs of fame, the elusive balance of career and family, and the profound gift of honest dialogue across generations. At its heart lies a conversation between Stiller and Quin that cuts to the bone, revealing how the weight of legacy can sometimes eclipse presence, and how acknowledging that pain can forge deeper bonds. The documentary opens with a mosaic of memories, grainy clips of Jerry and Anne's 1960s nightclub act, where their razor-sharp banter on marriage and ethnicity captivated audiences, evolving into a partnership that blended showbiz success with authentic vulnerability. Stiller, who directed, produced, and stars in the film, weaves in interviews with siblings, collaborators, and his own children, creating a tapestry that honors his parents' groundbreaking interracial marriage and trailblazing comedy while confronting the gaps it left. But it's in the film's intimate father-son exchanges where the emotional core pulses strongest. Seated across from each other in a sunlit room, Stiller's trademark bemused expression giving way to earnest listening, Quin voices a sentiment that hangs heavy in the air. You have all these hats that you're trying to balance, being a director, an actor, a producer, a writer, but also just like a father, right? And sometimes I felt that would come, last to these other things, Quin says, his words measured but unflinching. At 20, on the cusp of adulthood, Quin articulates a universal ache for undivided attention, one amplified by the glare of his father's spotlight. Stiller's reaction, captured in real time, captures the duality of his roles as filmmaker and family man. During the Q&A following the film's premiere, he shared the moment's double-edged sting. As a filmmaker, I'm like, oh, this is a good moment for the movie, As a person, I'm like, that sucks. It's a confession that underscores the documentary's power, its ability to transform personal discomfort into universal insight. Stiller, known for his self-deprecating humor in films like Zoolander and Tropic Thunder, here trades punchlines for vulnerability, allowing the camera to linger on his discomfort. This isn't performative regret, it's a genuine unraveling, prompted by the film's genesis during the pandemic when Stiller, like many, turned inward. Sifting through boxes of home videos and letters, he realized that celebrating his parents meant interrogating his own echoes of their story. Jerry and Anne's career often pulled them away, touring, auditions, the relentless churn of live performance, leaving young Ben and his sister Amy to navigate the highs and lows of a showbiz upbringing. Now, Stiller sees those patterns replicated in his own life, from grueling shoots for Severance, to the promotional whirl of Nutcrackers, where family dinners compete with deadlines. The conversation with Quin extends beyond accusation into exploration, delving into the inherited traits that both unite and frustrate them. Stiller recounts a memory from his youth, one that parallels Quin's frustrations with uncanny precision. During the sit-down with Quin, Stiller recalls a time when he opened up to his dad Jerry about feeling as though he didn't pay enough attention to him. In that moment, a fan approached the two and Jerry turned to engage with the fan. The film captures Quin's laughter breaking the tension. "That's actually hilarious," Quin responds. "Because just a few weeks ago we were all out at a restaurant and I had been stressed about college stuff, and then the people there wanted to get, a picture with you. Then I just remember I was so frustrated, like the world just has to stop to get this picture. You know what I mean?" In this exchange, the cyclical nature of fame's intrusions becomes palpable, a baton passed from Jerry's era of vaudeville crowds to Ben's Instagram era of constant connectivity. "I think I got more of my dad in me than my mom," Ben replies, a wry acknowledgement that tempers the hurt with humor, much like his parents did in their act. This mirroring extends to broader themes in the documentary, where Stiller interrogates how his parents' brilliance came at a cost. Jerry Stiller, the gruff everyman whose Frank Costanza on Seinfeld became a cultural phenomenon, and Anne Meara, the quick-witted foil whose Broadway pedigree infused their routines with literary bite, were masters of deflection through comedy. Their marriage, one of the first high-profile Jewish-Irish unions in entertainment, weathered prejudices and professional jealousies, but not without scars. Stiller uncovers letters wherein expressed longing for more family time, and audio tapes where Jerry admits the guilt of missed recitals. These revelations hit harder in light of Stiller's own separations, from Taylor in 2017, reconciled in 2021, and the intentional pauses he's taken to prioritize Ella and Quin, like family trips to Africa for his Directing Change project. Ella and Quin, were very clear with me about what I got wrong, Stiller told attendees at the premiere, his voice steady but eyes revealing the weight. And I really appreciated that because it's one of those things where you think oh, I know what I'm putting out there to them. But from their perspective, it was totally different. What elevates Stiller Anne Meara, Nothing is Lost beyond memoir is its refusal to romanticize. Ella, studying film at NYU, contributes her own insights, praising Stiller's emotional availability post-divorce but noting the invisible labor of his career's demands. Together, the siblings form a chorus of perspectives, humanizing the Stiller name beyond its blockbuster sheen. Stiller draws parallels explicitly, and by the way, that's exactly how it was with my parents, he continues. But as the parent, I really couldn't see that. So to be able to interview them and talk to them about it and hear their honest feelings, and the fact that they were free enough and secure enough to just say what they thought, is something I really appreciated. This security, Stiller implies, stems from the foundation Jerry and Anne laid, a home filled with irreverence and affection, where dinner tables doubled as improv stages. Yet, the film doesn't shy from the shadows. Quin's candid admission underscores how even well-intentioned parents can falter, and Stiller's willingness to air it publicly models accountability for his kids.